Hi, Back to Basics. It's a new life for Jen, or Jen. Today is Friday, November 16th, 2012, and I'm back from being off. I had my plastic surgery, so I've been off and dealing with things with that in school and family. So I appreciate to everyone that filled in on my Friday while I was gone. Couple things. I wanted to thank everyone that did fill in, and thank you to Pam for putting the topics together and taking care of things while I was out. If you guys have any suggestions for the topics, there is a file or doc section. When we started the channel, we put that in the Back to Basics group so that people could put their questions or things that they would like us to discuss directly in the group. So that is in the group under the file section. It'll say Back to Basics WLS topics. So if there's something that you want us to talk about, just go into the Back to Basics group and check that, or you could leave a comment or an inbox to the channel and we will take a look at it. So the topic this week is, how do you deal with comments from your friends, your family, coworkers, I guess you could say other people on the YouTube and Facebook community, on are you too thin, are you still losing weight, when are you going to stop, are you going to have that tool ever taken out? In my case of being a lap bander, that has been the common thing that I've heard, I guess, in the last, probably the last 6 months. After I got to goal and I maintained it and I got under my goal, I especially was hearing it. A lot of my family knew that 145 was my goal, and once I kept losing after I reached goal in January, I don't know if they were concerned or what it was, but they thought that I was just going to wilt away to nothing. Like, when is this going to stop? You know, go have all your fluid taken out. You know, what is going on? And I did struggle for months there trying to find my calorie range. I increased my calories. I was up to 1,700 to 2,000 calories in the summertime, maintaining between 130 and 135. So I did have to increase my calories. So if you are getting those kind of comments and you are at a healthy BMI and you're still losing, they may be saying it because they're directly concerned with your health. You know what I'm saying? If you are getting too thin, or you do look a little emancipated, or, you know, whatever the reason, if you're going on that low end of a normal BMI, then maybe their thoughts are maybe legit. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe they really are concerned with your health. If you're above your BMI or you're in your BMI range, to me, and it's a healthy range of your BMI, I would just let those comments roll off your back. I wouldn't be concerned with it because you know your health. But I mean, if you're a person and you really are struggling and you're still losing, and you don't want to lose anymore, then I would suggest talking to your doctor. I mean, I talked to my, lap band aftercare doctor about it, and of course his response was increase your calories. Talk to the dietitian, talk to someone, and I know it's hard after you're in this strict regimen of the rules of your surgery to now then increase your calories. So for those of you that are losing still and you really don't want to lose, really you need to sit down with your doctor or the dietitian and figure out where your calories should be increased. Or how I did it is I increased 100 calories every week. And that's when I found my range of anywhere from 1,700 to 2,000 calories a day. But that's also when I was doing a lot of strength training, and, you have to put into consideration your exercise, the food you are putting in your body, to know what your calorie count should be. So I did get the comments that I was getting too thin, and when was I going to stop losing, and are you still losing? Of course, they're not coming as much now, because I think it's the simple fact that they're used to this new Jen. They're used to this 140-pound Jen. They're not, they're not used to my old 270-pound Jen. They're used to the new one now, as I'm getting used to the new one now. So I think those comments will kind of drift away once people become more familiar and, you know, more familiar and just used to seeing the new you, I think those comments will stop. But how did I handle them when I was getting them? Sometimes I would have mixed emotions. It depends on who it was coming from. Sometimes I would feel kind of upset because I am a very, I don't know how to say it, like, I am not going to let anything bad happen to myself. I would never put my health in jeopardy. So I kind of felt like people had lost faith in the fact that I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I would never let this surgery affect my health in a negative way. I only wanted it to affect my health in a positive way. So I guess if you're getting those comments and you are maybe in an unhealthy state of your BMI, you know, maybe to reevaluate your calories. And if you're not, then like I said, you know, Janie and Pam and them had talked great this week about just letting those comments go. You know what's best for you. And if you don't know what's best for you, then talk to your surgeon. And you just kind of have to let things roll off. Because here's the thing. When I was 270 pounds, people were not coming to me saying, Jennifer, you know, you could stand to lose some weight. Even my family physician never said to me, Jennifer, you need to lose some weight. I didn't have the comorbidities of, you know, my weight being so heavy. I believe that it eventually would have gotten to that. I would have had a blood pressure problem, and my cholesterol is borderline even now, but that necessarily doesn't have to do with weight. But I would have had those eventually, and so I didn't even hear from my family physician that I've had for 8-10 years, you need to lose weight, even though I was gaining. I didn't hear him say, you know, Jennifer, you're up 20 pounds this year, or you're up, you know. So to not have all that response and concern with my weight being high, to have this concern now with my weight being too low, it kind of irritated me. And I kind of felt like, okay, well, you didn't help me when I needed to be kind of maybe pushed in the right direction of controlling my weight, but now you want to tell me how to, or where I should be now that I'm losing weight. So that's kind of where I would get irritated is, you know, I understand that you're concerned. I know what I'm doing. And I won't let myself get to an unhealthy weight. So that's my suggestion. And sometimes it can be hurtful if it comes from family. And I think if it's coming from friends or coworkers, look at that person. Sometimes it comes from a place of jealousy or, you know, unfortunately with us being women, we like to compare ourselves to others a lot. So if you had a coworker or a friend where she was the skinnier friend or the, you know, smaller friend, and then you're at that point or you're getting smaller, sometimes the comments, you know, come from a place of jealousy and not just of concern. So I guess looking at where the comment came from and knowing where that comment came from, a place of concern or, you know, something different. But that's my suggestions. If you're getting to an unhealthy BMI and you are still losing, please, please, please talk to your physician. You know, I want to be fit and healthy. I don't want to be a bag of bones. I don't want to look like I am sick. So I appreciate those comments from people that I trust. You know, Jennifer, you might be getting too low. And some people did feel that way when I was in the low 130s. I felt great at that point, and my BMI was dead on, you know, where it's supposed to be. So take all things into consideration. And that's my take for this week's topic. Again, I appreciate you guys hanging in while I was out. We're kind of working in some new vloggers, so please stay tuned on who will be vlogging with us on different days. You know, life happens, life gets busy, and I think it's good for us to flip people out and in so that we get a bigger aspect of the channel. You know, support from all different angles, all different surgeries, all different stages and journeys. So please stay tuned for upcoming stuff. And like I said, new stuff will be coming at the beginning of the year. We're working on some new things to keep the channel fresh and interesting. You know, this channel was developed for support, and that's what I hope people get out of it. And like I said, if you guys have anything you guys would like us to talk about, or any kind of ideas for the channel, please inbox us or go, like I said, to the Back to Basics group on Facebook and put it in the file section. I will post a link to the Back to Basics group below, and I will also post a link to the file section on where to add topic ideas. But I love you guys. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. And anyone that wanted information on the plastics, please check out my channel. It's New Life for Jen or C&J 1977. Have a great weekend, guys. Love ya. Bye.